Did you know a man who couldn't read and write was voted the most influential person in history ever? Crazy, right? But absolutely true. That man was the Prophet Muhammad, who through the Quran was able to take a group of ancient tribal Arabs who were farmers and goat and camel herders and inspire them to greatness where they changed the world, and now 1.8 billion people today follow their example. But what was the key to this massive transformation? How did they make so much impact and so quickly? It was down to one key word: knowledge. No other religion stresses as much on seeking knowledge as Islam. But what does this mean? Why does it stress on it so much? And what does this mean for the average Muslim today? This short video will take a look at exactly that, and you'll learn how the Muslim attitude towards knowledge made it the greatest civilization in the world and has shaped the world as we know it today. It is said in Islam, to seek knowledge is compulsory on every believer. Given this obligation to seek beneficial knowledge, this is how the early Muslim scientists, architects and engineers saw their own work. They sought and implemented knowledge as a means of worshipping Allah. They recognized that the more that they learned about the world, the better they would understand and impact their deen, and vice versa. It was this unquenchable thirst for knowledge that led to world exploration, advances in science, art and technology, and free, empowered communities. The Quran is the ultimate book of knowledge for us until the end of time, and is devoted to intellect, knowledge, learning, logic, and to think. The first verses of the Quran to be revealed began with the word Iqra, read. The Quran mentions the word knowledge in various forms 854 times, and that many times human beings are asked to think, consider, and to reason. Allah has said in the Quran that He has sent down the book so that it may explain to us all things, that is, all things throughout history until the end of time. Other examples of knowledge mentioned in the Quran: even the basic tenets, i.e. just to have faith, must be based on knowledge. Islam is a religion that is in harmony with a healthily working intellect. There is no place for blind belief or faith in Islam, for blind belief is not considered iman. Often extremism is born out of a lack of understanding and knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of acquiring knowledge in many different ways. He looked at knowledge over time, seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. He looked at knowledge by location, seek knowledge even if it is as far as China. He did not differentiate by gender or by age. Seeking of knowledge is a duty of every Muslim. He also didn't differentiate by faith. Wisdom is the lost property of the believer, and he should take it even if he finds it in the mouth of a non-Muslim. The Prophet Adam ﷺ was taught the names of all things, and it was this knowledge which distinguished him from the angels. Humanity has inherited from Adam the ability to acquire knowledge. We are able to learn about the world around us and the things that it contains. We have the power of language and the ability to reason. Allah commanded the angels to prostrate before Adam, and He explained to them that the way in which Adam enjoyed superiority to them was because he knew things that the angels did not. Knowledge is what separates mankind from the angels.
وعلم آدم الأسماء كلها ثم عرضهم على الملائكة فقال أنبئوني بأسماء هؤلاء إن كنتم صادقين. قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم.
Gaining knowledge is a lifelong pursuit, and it doesn't just mean Islamic knowledge. Many of the greatest scientific thinkers in Islam were religious scholars, which suggests that they would learn the sciences in conjunction with learning and understanding their religion. What made them great was their approach to knowledge, which allowed them to excel. Let's look at this further. It was a lifelong pursuit. They believed in the infinite potential of every human being. They would take knowledge from sources other than Islam and appreciate the other sciences. They pursued knowledge fiercely. And they never ever forgot the real purpose. As you can see, Islam heavily stresses on the importance of gaining knowledge, which led them on to amazing achievements in science, trade, engineering and exploration. Great Islamic thinkers demonstrated how faith and philosophy, religion and science, revelation and reason didn't just merely coexist, but thrive together in harmony. And it was this deep attitude toward knowledge that elevated them to great things.